Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. The article that I found yesterday reminded me of my childhood, and while I was skimming through the article, I realized that in certain areas we in Romania, the communist country of Romania, had more rights than, or liberties, freedoms than the Americans have nowadays. And I realized actually that last Christmas. And let me tell you, so it's going to be this article that comes from Ukraine actually. I want to tell you about my childhood, and I will put all of this in the context of United States' liberties and order and discipline that we have here. I can't remember exactly who that was. It was, I think, either Aristotle or it was Plato. You know, the ancient geniuses, the Greek philosophers, where they said that a society, you can have a free society that has rules. The more rules you have in a society, the limited your freedoms are. Because it tells you, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do that, you can't do that, or you have to do it like this, you have to do like this. All these things narrow down and cut from your liberties. So in a country that's very organized, like the United States of America, it can't be free because it has so many rules that your freedoms are limited, instead of a country that has 3 rules. Don't kill and don't laugh like an idiot. That's all. Well, you can do whatever else. Which one is freer? Well, it's going to be an anarchy over there, obviously, but it's freer. Here this is organized, not as free, but not an anarchy. So you have to keep a balance. Let me make this a point by reading this article and telling you my story from my childhood. It's a funny story anyway. And my old Romanians will know what I'm talking about. This article comes from Ukrainska Pravda and it is from December 11th, 2022. Fireworks banned in Russia's oblast bordering with Ukraine in order not to scare Russians. So these guys are making fun, obviously. The pussy Russians are afraid. Don't scare the Russians. Okay. Now, the launching of fireworks has been banned for almost 2 months in Russia's Kursk Oblast, which borders Ukraine, in order not to frighten residents of the region, and a similar ban has been introduced until December 21st in Belgorod Oblast. Now this the source is a guy from the governor of Kursk Oblast. Now, quote from Starovoit, the guy. We decided to ban the sale and launch of fireworks in Kursk Oblast starting from 12 December until the end of January. This is due to the need to ensure the safety and calm of Kursk residents, end quote. Now, let me tell you the story. These guys obviously do this because every pumping boom, they will think they are attacked. So it makes sense in my opinion. It makes sense, right? You don't know if they're the Ukrainians attacking, if someone conducts a little attack on some positions in Russia. So to a certain, I agree, it's bordering Ukraine, it's war across the border. I kind of understand it. Now let me tell you the story. When I was a kid, I lived under a communist system, and we did not have fireworks. There's no fireworks, so you have to make them. The ones that you have to make them from whatever you got. We made certain bombs that I can't remember, you put 2 chemicals, I know that the names in, there were some chemicals that you mix them together, put 2 rocks in it, and then you put it in a plastic bag, kind of like plastic, and then you wrap them in a duct tape or masking tape or something like that, and you make them very tight. And the bigger the rocks are over there to make the spark. And it was called lead. Minium, I don't know the term of minium lead, and the other one it was I actually don't want to say it because people will say, oh my god, you teach people to do shit. Anyway, so that's what we were doing over there as children. Well, not a bomb, it was just make an explosion, but that's the way we do it. You put it in the bigger and all that. So I had a slingshot. I used slingshot when I was a kid, and I use you can throw it, or just throw it on the ground or against the wall or against the buildings, concrete buildings, and it would make a fucking big explosion, noise like crazy, and it will leave a big mark that will never go away from the wall. So that's why if the neighbors would get you, or whomever you would do it, you would get pum, okay? And I don't know what it is, because I never got caught. So I don't know. So anyway, what I was doing, you don't stay too close. When you stay too close, those rocks can, they're going to explode, could hit you or something. You never know. So I was always using my slingshot from far away, zoom, or right in the air, and would fall down on concrete, boom, and all that. That was one way. Another one was with something else. I can't remember how it was, but anyway, the name. I don't have to do it. You just spit on it, put it on something, clink, 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 put the fire and all that gas that that little thing released, boom, again. Now these were our whatever, fireworks. Not this bullshit that we have here. Boo, 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 boo. That's bullshit. That's pussified. I'm telling you. And we were kids. My parents did not know we were doing. I mean, they knew, but they didn't care. Why? It was like, oh my God, be careful. Psst. I did stuff that if my parents knew, they would have locked me in the basement forever. Anyway, that's the way I was, and my guys were. That's the way we were over there. It was not like, oh my God, you're a tough guy. I mean, you were some pussy guys over there as well, like in any society. But anyway, that's the way I was. And the police did not do anything about it. At least nobody had and everybody knew it. In the neighborhood, in the city, boom, boom, bam, bam, when it was Christmas, and anytime you felt like you do it. But you obviously you don't do that and do it just boom, 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 and you wait over there. You always, after you do it, you run, and then you wait. See, why? Because adults might show up that might not like what you're doing, grab you and beat you up. That would be the extent that I saw. I never saw police showing up or anything like that. I mean, obviously, if you do this and you hit a car, then you're fucked up, if you know what I mean. So that was the freedom that we had. No, nothing like, oh my God, ooh. Right, now we have to States of America, fireworks. Last year, I went to buy fireworks. I have friends and people invited, and we're going to be at Christmas together, all the party, blah, 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 okay. And New Year. Now, what we do for the New Year, not 31st of December, when is 0, right? Midnight. We go outside and we start the fireworks, and then we sing, we celebrate, we drink champagne for about, I don't know, half an hour, and then go back in and continue the party. That's how we do in Romania. We go outside and sing, sing and all that. And guys with the boom, bam, boom, boom, for about, I don't know, an hour maybe. So we do here, but my fellow Americans are all sleeping where I live. So I'm going outside with all these 20 people or how many we are, and we wake up the neighborhood. And those guys are like, what the fuck is going on? Looking through the shades, Anyway, so here, I didn't know, when I went to buy those fireworks to a big store, they gave me on the receipt, at the bottom, I didn't know, they made me aware, hey, look at the back on the receipt, on the bottom. When I looked at the bottom of the receipt, they gave me the times, the dates and the times that I am allowed to use fireworks. And there were about 4 dates. I think it was Christmas from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. or something like this, or New Year from again 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. maybe Thanksgiving Day, 4th of July. It were about 4 dates with hours between p.m. sometime p.m. until 11 p.m. or something, not overnight. So when we're doing this at midnight here with they could have called the police, my neighbors, if they wanted. But nobody did it. I don't know, because they say, oh, the crazy Romanians, let's go back to bed and make children. I don't know, but it's just that's the way it was. When I saw that, I was like, unbelievable. 4 times, or 4 or 5 dates. I think it was 4. And I said 5 hours those dates. That was the approved use of fireworks. So if I go right now outside, let's say, and I start boom, bam, bam, boom, 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 someone can call police and I get in trouble because I'm a free person. Now, remember Romania, remember Russia during the war, and remember this free country. Isn't that interesting? Now, I understand it has to be order and discipline. I don't want anybody to start, boom, boom, boom at 2 a.m. every morning or every other day. I don't want that to happen. I understand that. But 4 days? 4 days, 5 hours a day, until 11, you are supposed to celebrate all that. I think this is unbelievably communist. And those were communists over there where I was a kid. So which one had more freedom? Don't get me wrong. Here in the United States, we have certain things that you do it just like this. Just like this. It's fantastic. You have some things that are solved and the ability to do certain things that over there would be impossible. That's why, it's one of the reasons I love this country, United States of America. But regarding this, what the fuck? What is it? So yeah, I thought I would share this with you. So I'm not surprised with those guys over there in the middle of the war, saying, oh, you can't use that because you never know. I'm okay with that, but I'm not okay with these guys, really. I mean, I would go for more. I mean, I would say, yeah, you can use that and so on. Anyway, it is what it is. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.